Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited. Today's battery prompt is number 95. Two guys seated in front of you are having a fight to the death on a moving roller coaster. Okay, you meet this gal in a bar, and she's kind of drunk. You're dancing, you're having fun. She gives you her number. You invite her to this amusement park the next day. Right? You got some free tickets. Like, what the heck? I was gonna go with my boy here, but he's gonna be puking and stuff. So how about you, hotness? And so she's like, yeah, sure. And so you call and she set it up, and she is cold fish, stone sober, bit of a headache, doesn't seem to want to even be with you, but she likes this park. Apparently, she is a fiend for roller coasters. You're trying to make small talk, walking along, trying to hold her hand. She ain't having it. Body language is all different. Like, I don't know, maybe she's married or something. You don't see a ring. You don't see any clues that she's with anybody else. But damn it, you two are just two college age kids, and she wants nothing to do with you. That's the body vibe you're getting. That you just wasted the ticket on a gal who's, it's nothing happening. So like, okay, fine. Well, at least we got roller coasters in common. So you're literally just standing there in dead silence in long lines to roller coasters, and you have fun on those roller coasters. They're cool. And she's like, yeah, wasn't that fun? And she's like, yeah. But on the roller coaster, yeah, it's like what a waste of body to have that personality. So, yeah. So you get on the big bastard, the biggest one. This thing is insane. She's a little scared of this one. I'm like, you're like, come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Come on, we can do this. She's like, all right, fine. At least you don't scream like a girl on roller coasters. Ha ha ha. And two of you get up near the front, and these two guys are talking, bickering, and in front of you, and it gets heated, and then they're shouting at each other in Chinese. One's white, one's Asian, and the roller coaster starts to move, and the Asian dude he pops his harness somehow. You don't know how he did it. Maybe the harness wasn't set right to begin with, but pulls out a knife and goes after the white guy, and the white guy disarms him, and it just starts back and forth. And she's like, oh my god, and well, she was just for her phone, and you're like, and you're just kicking back watching this, and she's filming it, and you're like, you getting this? She's like, yeah. Who are these guys? I have no idea. uh, guys, as Wolcott says, guys, we're about to go down. You're both about to die. Oh, they both they grab their harnesses for dear life, and this thing goes vroom, 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 vroom. They both almost go flying off the roller coaster the whole time. She's filming this, is like, this is amazing. And then it goes down and it starts to climb up again, and they're shaking, but whatever they're fighting over, they go at it, and like you see the Asian dude has a badge, so the white guy might be the criminal. These days with cops, who can tell? You don't care. You're not getting in the middle of this. Like, are you? You are going to make so much money tomorrow. I was like, I know, this is amazing. And you're like, so, after this, you want to maybe go out, get some dinner? He's like, no, I want nothing to do with you. Oh man, this is amazing. I'm gonna be rich. This is gonna be. She takes a boot to the face, and that's when you're really laughing, and eventually the cop beats up the other guy by the end of it, and there's actually like feds running and racing to like get to the platform by the end of it. Apparently, um, you see a wire also on the Chinese guy. He was negotiating something, and apparently they got what they needed, and they arrested him. And you discreetly steal her phone. You're gonna be rich, or actually, you just take it and you email it to yourself, then you erase her copy just because, well, she's like that. And literally, she's out cold, broken nose. She ain't so hot now either. A shame. Okay, there are other ways to write this story, I'm sure. Maybe you're his backup. Maybe these guys have superpowers. Maybe it's mystical. Maybe time stops. There are different ways you can write this. Have fun with it. Okay, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Please check out talesunlimited.net. That's where the podcast and the book links are. If you like how I think, maybe you like how I write. Now, what are these podcasts about? There's the Batchery Daily Prompt and the Disturbing Thought of the Day. At this point, though, I think I am going to do maybe 5 more of these, then stop. Normally they're daily prompts. I've been doing them this is the 95th one, so I've been doing them for 95 days straight. And no, I think I'm about done. I think I'll get to 100 on the Batchery and then just stop, do something else just to change pace. But I will drop podcasts every day. Count on that. I just don't know what yet. I'm figuring it out, but I'm toying with the idea. And then there are book links on Tales Unlimited. They'll take you straight to Amazon. Book links are available on ebook and print. Well, what are these about? Well, there is it's the Batchery series. 200 writing prompts, a little wisdom on how to write that first novel for anyone who might have lost years of their lives trying to write a novel without a system. Batchery has a very simple but challenging system. Anyone can do it if they want it enough. Here's the logic. 200 writing prompts, unusual. You take half of them and you just write them out. Polish them, polish them, polish them. If you do it this way, you'll end up with books to sell, a chance to build your business, your fan base, make some money while you're working on your first novel. And there's also the writing prompts themselves. For storytellers of any kind, they are ideal fuel. Think about it. You take a roller coaster prompt and tell it through the perspective of an evil GM or a short story writer or a screenwriter, game designer, drizzled novelist. Might be a scene in the next book, might be how a series starts. Something happens in an amusement park. How would you tell the story? Also, let's see, 2 anthology series. Think New School Twilight Zone, 25 stories per book in each series. What are they about? Unheroics about unlikely heroes saving the day. Like you are in the future. Time travel's been discovered, but it's seriously regulated. And this drooling madman's busted into a secure compound, grabbed the time machine, and he's going back into the 1930s. Apparently, this guy broke out of prison for killing people, torturing them, mutilating them, and he's screaming something about saving the human race. And you've been hired to bring him down. Weird. Or the Book of Schemes. Diabolical, twisted, funny schemes. Schemes of all stripes are in these books. Like, what if the very last wizard on Earth finds out that a guy who's getting cyberware augmentations in his head has a piece of malware in his I guess download, and happens to be demonic. So basically it's a cyber demonic possession, and this wizard has to stop it. Like he has maybe a minute before the world begins to burn. Okay. Luckily this wizard's been around for a few centuries. He knows his game. Stuff like that. Then there is the novel series that I ultimately wrote, basically using this Batchery system. It is Sin City with superpowers, supervillain fiction, takes place in a town called Pillar City. Think of it as, Sin City with superpowers. And this guy is living there as a fixer, a supplier of mercenaries for whatever problems you might have. If you want to protect somebody, kill somebody, frame somebody, make them a senator, start an ethnic cleansing, break up a union, he's your guy. He works for all sides of the law, and he is the best. Until one night, he runs into people worse than him, and he is forced to give up his multi-billion-dollar empire, fire all of his people, and fight crime in the superhuman crime capital of the world. This guy with a burger gut, high cholesterol, and no money or minions. He shouldn't have lasted a week. Instead, he thrives because of his Black Ops background and superpowers he didn't tell anybody about, and his wits. And guess what he ends up doing? He starts a new business called iVillain, and what do? Well, if he has to save the day, he goes high. He goes after the top-tier villains. Why? Because they have money. Duh. Kill the richest villains and take their stuff. That's his business model. All right, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. See you tomorrow.